get your head ready, you lower it, and you just run as hard as you can into the bear.
Then you can't see where you're going.
No, you run into the bear.
What if the bear...
Well, you're out of luck.
That's a terrible
luck
strategy.
Luck is not on your side.
That's a terrible... Yeah, luck is not on your side because you didn't put it on your side because that's a terrible strategy.
That's how I beat the last bear that I fought. Well, actually,
with an actual bear.
That bear was a stuffed bear, so it couldn't move.
Oh, my God.
I just put a hole in my wall, but my head was okay.
Your head is not okay, my friend. Hello and welcome to another edition of Popcorn Bucket List. Here, your emotions are getting more and more sporadic.
Yes, they are.
So one of these days, it's just going to be a seizure.
It's because I'm pumped.
And then I'm going to think you're still just doing the motions, but you're actually in the middle of an actual seizure. And
that'd be bad news.
It'd be really bad news.
That'd be bad.
Because I wouldn't know for like a minute or two. I'll be like, okay, Ryan, wrap up the bit. Okay, it was funny the first 2 minutes, Ryan. And there's like foam coming out. Like, okay, Ryan.
Come on,
I'm just going to let him do his own thing. And I'm going to go through the whole episode.
Turn the lights off on me. Just leave.
Come back next week. Wow, he's really committed to the bit.
He's still going.
He abandoned his wife and children for this. I got to respect it. But let's get on with the show here today for an opening topic. Big upset over the weekend. Even if I had predicted this, I don't think I would have predicted it to have been as extreme as it was. Dragon Ball beat Beasts.
I was going to say, yeah, they crushed Beast. I'm sorry. I really like Idris Elba a lot, but you can't beat Dragon Ball Z, dude. Well, it's not Dragon Ball Z.
It's Dragon Ball Super now.
Yeah.
But, and it wasn't... Here's the biggest thing. It wasn't even close, man.
Not at all.
Let's look at some of the numbers here. So Dragon Ball overall... Actually, let's first look at something that I thought was a little interesting. I thought this would have been a bigger number as far as difference, but the numbers of theaters released that each movie was in. Dragon Ball was officially released, this is according to Box Office Mojo, was officially released in 3,018 theaters. Beast was released in 3,743 theaters, making up a difference of 725 only.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I thought that number was going to be higher, however, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But despite the fact that Dragon Ball was in a little over 700 less theaters than Beast, it ended up grossing over $9,530,301 than Beast did. Nearly 10 mil.
Yeah.
They nearly doubled what they made with less.
Yes. And to be honest, like a lot of those screens are probably in bigger cities, but I'm very confident there was a lot of people that did travel to watch this movie, because I also know they only had like a 5-day theater release window, so it's not going to be around in the theaters for a long time. There might be some that have it maybe a week later, but it wasn't originally supposed to be in theaters very long. So I think that was part of the driving force, like, hey, this might be your only chance to go see it in the theater, so get out and go, and the fans did.
Do you see some sort of resurgence from Beast the next weekend, do you think? Do you think
No.
you don't think there was?
Nope.
No? Oh, wow.
I did
Didn't
not.
even really finish my question. Suck it, Idris Elba.
I'm sorry. Honestly, the vast majority of people, the premise of him fighting a lion, I'm sure there's a lot more to it, and I haven't seen it yet, but
Yeah.
I just said the whole movie.
That is a vast majority of it, yes.
Yeah.
That is a huge chunk
I haven't
of it,
seen
yeah.
Have you seen it?
Not yet, no.
Yeah.
No.
So,
I can't really defend it either.
I don't think it's gonna, like, I hope I watch it and think, wow,
we're
this is
two
the greatest
defense
movie.
attorneys that haven't even read the case yet.
Yes.
At this point, we shouldn't.
Yep.
Yeah, we can't really defend it. But yeah, that was a huge upset. Dragon Ball fans still coming out in droves to support
Yep.
their franchise. But with that, let's move on to some weekly previewing here as we move through August. Almost done with August. Getting into September months here, and summer movie season wrapping up. So let's see what closes out the summer here Wednesday, I almost said October. Man, I really want to get summer over, I guess. I want to get it done. I want to get out of here. Wednesday, August 24th, Running with the Devil. Not to be confused with the Nick Cage film that came out in like 2019.
Yep.
How many movies does he deal with the devil?
I don't know.
And his stuff. That's a topic for another day. But this is a Netflix documentary that focuses on John McAfee. I think I'm saying that right.
Yep.
McAfee, something like
McAfee.
you may recognize the name.
McAfee.
McAfee, thank you.
Yep.
That might make you a little bit more recognize the name, as a lot of people have probably dealt with it. He was a creator of an antivirus software, very popular.
Yep.
On the surface, a documentary about a software engineer does not sound very appealing. Kind of sounds a little boring. But then you start getting into it, and this man lived a life more interesting than most humans will on this planet,
yes.
To be honest. Antivirus software guy, what all went down? Like, they were saying, like, he was like on the run, or like he moved internationally. His neighbor was murdered.
Yep.
The police suspected him.
And people are coming after him. And
he claims he doesn't, but he ran, and he said it's because the government's after him. And then other people are like, he was revolutionizing the game or something. Like he was like the NSA before the NSA was a thing.
Yep.
I don't like, what
it's
is
crazy.
this dude?
And I remember I watched a really good in-depth video either on YouTube or Netflix. I don't remember which one, like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And there was kind of a spike because I don't want to say this if I'm...
We'll say it, and if I don't like it, I'll cut it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's dead already.
Yeah. He was finally captured in 2021, and he was found dead in his jail cell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because,
It's so, I picture rap on that guy.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure, like, I want to say when he was either before he was captured or right around when he was getting captured is when a bunch of stuff was coming out about him, and then he was found dead. So, like, that's when I first heard about it, and I kind of forgot about all of that stuff now. But now that it's back up, I'm super excited to watch this. It's going to be awesome.
And then moving into Friday, August 27th, the first thing up here, kind of the big ticket item, The Invitation, a horror movie. I'm going to call it basically a mixture of Get Out and Ready or Not.
Yep.
Kind of combine those two together, and you kind of get what this movie is. If you thought your family was crazy, just you wait. Just remember, it could be worse.
It could be worse.
As it is in this movie.
Could always be worse.
Could always be worse. I'm not going to get too much details into the plot. It feels like the trailer kind of gives away a lot of it, but it does feel like it's maybe hiding some big twist or whatever. I will say, when I was also looking at this movie, you watch the trailer and you're kind of expecting an R rating. And then I looked it up. This is PG-13.
Yep. So that's where I get...
I don't like the look of that.
Nope.
It's like, it feels like it's restraining itself.
Yep. A lot of, like I think we've talked before, a lot of PG-13 rated movies, horror movies or scary movies, aren't usually the best.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and that's not to say there can't be good PG-13 horror movies, but the one that this one's trying to be, it looks like a lot of killing, a lot of blood.
Yep.
It's just going to be a lot of cutaway, we're not going to show it off screen kind of things.
Yep.
But the moral of the story here, what I'm getting from this movie is don't trust British people.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Let's take a quick second here to talk about the Marshall 6 Theater. They got a wide selection of concessions, including a few new items, and the R&R combo.
The one and only, baby. It's back. We got your Reese's, your large drink, whether it's Sprite, Dr. Pepper, Mellow Yellow, Coke, Diet Coke, and many more. Check it out, R&R combo.
Yeah, you want to check out that. You want to also be checking out their website daily, because I can't say anything for sure. I wish I could tell you some of the rumors I've been hearing right now. I wish
rumors or secrets, maybe.
Well, that's the same thing. Rumors are just secrets that are being told. I can't say anything for sure, but they may. I wish I could tell you some of the stuff they maybe are planning here, some of the specials that might be coming out. But you want to be checking that out, making sure you get their show times, especially in these next few weeks here.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Also coming out that same weekend is Samaritan. This one's coming straight to Amazon Prime. Sylvester Stallone plays an old grizzled hero hiding after basically faking his death. He was a huge superhero, indestructible superhero kind of thing. Really gives me the same vibe of like Unbreakable, the Bruce Willis movie.
Yep.
Where he's like, he's tough, he's hooded up and everything, but he's kind of retired now. And but things are getting worse, and so the hero has to come out of retirement and everything. And if this isn't a metaphor for Sylvester Stallone's career, like replace superhero with Rocky, and that's basically what this movie is doing. Like you can't hide it from us.
Replace Samaritan with Stallone.
Yeah. It's a bio of his life kind of thing.
I'm super excited because I really like Sylvester Stallone, and I think he's going to be great as like a superhero, except not in the Marvel or DC universe. I think this is a cool role for him to explore that avenue. Because, I mean, he was already crashing helicopters and doing stuff in army stuff.
I would like to say, though, for the record, he has been in both Marvel and DC.
Oh, yeah, he was Dredd, wasn't he?
Oh, well, okay, yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, now that you say it, yeah.
I wasn't even thinking of that one. He was in
I'm dumb.
He was in Guardian. You're not dumb.
Oh, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
He was in Guardians 2,
That's right.
and he voiced King Shark in The Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. You're just having an off day today.
Let's restart that.
No,
yeah,
no.
Sylvester Stallone's going to be awesome.
We're going to keep that. Can I just say, one last thing I got to say about this movie. Can we stop this cliche of someone crossing a street? They clearly looked both ways. They're crossing the street. Someone distracts them. They turn around, and out of nowhere, a car coming at what looked like 40 to 50 miles an hour on a city street.
And smacks him.
Pile drives a guy.
Yep. And especially, it's not like he just stepped out into the street.
He was walking out there.
He walked out,
looked
got
both
to the middle.
ways. No one, and all he did different was... And all of a sudden, that's the difference between no car and car. If he had kept walking, he would have still gotten hit by that car.
Yeah.
It's a dumb cliche. It's stupid. They do it in this trailer and for this movie, and I'm done with it.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that in the trailer, I was like...
It's not like these cars are like the DeLorean from Back to the Future where it's like they weren't there, and then all of a sudden, and then boom, they're there. Like, come on. Like, be smart out there. Look both ways. Drivers, be smart too. This has been a PSA by Nick. And also coming out that weekend, 3,000 Years of Longing. This is coming straight to theaters. Idris Elba, once again, but this time he's playing a genie.
Yep.
The genie could probably take the lion. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. The genie's got the pointy
maybe
ears.
He's freed at this point in Beast, and he's like stronger, and he's like... Then he could take on the lion, maybe. That's just a little fan theory of mine.
Yeah.
But anyways, Idris Elba is a genie. Tilda Swinton rubs his lamp, and that is not a euphemism, but releases the genie, and this becomes a romantic comedy, but with the genie and their master. Basically, picture Aladdin if Aladdin was a woman and also fell in love with Robin Williams. Yeah. Which I can't blame him.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely looks like a trippy movie. Because I believe this is a George Miller movie, right?
First George Miller movie since 2015's Mad Max Fury Road.
Yep.
Which I had to like double check. So I'm like, he had to have done something since
Remember
then.
how many Oscars that won?
It won a couple. Yeah, it won a lot of visual stuff too.
It won a lot.
And so he's a very visual mind.
Yeah.
He's kind of going crazy with it.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Just watching the trailer, I was kind of like, whoa. Let's bring me, yeah. So it looks cool. It looks... this is one I would love to see in the theater because I think it'd be cool to see the experience of all that stuff. And they did make it a point during the trailer to say this movie will be coming to theaters, movie theaters. Yep. And then it like bounced like 3 times.
And finally coming out this weekend is another Netflix movie called Me Time, starring Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg, where a weekend of partying goes a little out of control. Second week in a row now where we have talked about a movie where a character goes hand to hand with a big cat and survives.
Yep.
What are the odds of that? Before we get into the movie, what are the odds 2 weeks in a row we have two separate movies or someone has a scene where they fight a big cat and somehow survives? Yeah. Well, I guess neither have seen Beast. We don't know if he survives that or not.
We don't know.
But we know Kevin Hart survives that, which is even less believable than Idris Elba winning the fight.
That's true.
I almost want to see this movie just to see how they survive him out of that.
Yeah, this is going to be a interesting movie.
I'll say it. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it looks funny.
I don't think it does either. I'm not I do like Kevin Hart. I like his stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
Some of his film stuff, not so much.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Kevin Hart and his stand-up, he actually literally has a comedy stand-up bit where he talks about fighting a big cat and how he would never do it.
My biggest fear is seeing somebody I love get attacked by an animal that I can't beat. My lady, she got mad at me. She goes, hey, babe, so you telling me if you saw me get attacked by an animal, you wouldn't help me? I said, well, it depends on what it is. If it's a raccoon, I'll come kick the raccoon. But if it's a mountain lion, you on your own. Help! Help! Oh, my God. Oh.
You're a bravo, man.
She might be the big cat.
This is the big dog.
I'm the big dog. Hell yeah.
With that, let's move on to some number one recommends. I'm kind of excited about mine. I know you're excited about yours. I know you're really excited about yours. So I'm going to go first. Take that wind right from underneath your sail. I was checking out some stuff on Netflix here, and then I heard about this short docu-series I wanted to see. It is called Trainwreck Woodstock 99. I know a little bit about the first Woodstock. I had heard the second Woodstock in 99. I think it was actually technically like the third one, because I think they did one in 94 as well. But like this one went down in flames, and that is not a metaphor, and it is a minor spoiler as to the end of it. It's a quick 3 episodes because the event itself took place over 3 days. So they basically kind of focus like an episode a day of like, okay, here's kind of, it started off really good. We were like all good. And then there was like, well, okay, looking back on it, here were the cracks in the armor. And then it kind of shows like these, it like jumps back in the story like 7 months earlier during the planning process where they're like, yeah, in hindsight, we probably shouldn't have known that was a good idea. And then it just kind of keeps showing like, yeah, this was probably the domino effect that led to everything that went wrong. And I feel like if you've watched this and if you watch those documentaries on that Fire Festival and everything, I've seen all those. I feel like at this point I could host a music festival.
Yeah, I think we could put one on.
I've seen enough of how not to do it. I think we could figure out how to do it.
Omni Entertainment Summer Jam.
OmniFest 2024.
Ooh,
keep it on your calendars right there. Yep. But yours, what do you got coming up? What are you recommending?
Bum, 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 bum. Burner. I can't do the theme song very well. But my pick for this week is House of the Dragon. HBO has released their Game of Thrones prequel series, House of the Dragon. This takes place in 187 years before the events of Game of Thrones. However, the one thing that I really wanted from this show, I knew it, well, I shouldn't say that because I don't know if it will live up to Game of Thrones, but I do not expect it to live up to Game of Thrones, but it did an absolute perfect job of bringing me back into the world of Game of Thrones, setting the mood, I felt like I was back in there, and that to me was amazing. And I have very high hopes. After watching the first episode, I have very high hopes for the rest of the season. I hope it's going to be awesome. The characters are great. Everything about it was awesome. And I'm very excited to see where it goes. I have read this book. I'm still excited to see it. So
let me ask you this. Game of Thrones is known for its nudity and whatnot. There's a lot of nudity in this one.
Yes, there is. There was definitely a lot of nudity in the first episode.
I still bet that my number one recommend beats your recommend in amount of nudity. There's a lot.
Oh yes,
I'm basically trying to say there's a lot of nudity in both of our recommends this week. So don't watch.
Just be careful.
It was Woodstock. Well, that's going to do it for us on this episode of Popcorn Bucket List. Let us know what you've been watching in the comments down below. We've been seeing some more suggestions in there and everything, so really appreciate that. Want to keep seeing that. For myself, Butterfly Ryan Meyerberg, we'd like to thank you so much for watching. It's a dragon. That's you can see where I thought that was a butterfly though, right?
Yes.
All right.